Hey guys, before we get started, I'd just like to ask if you could please give me a like, please subscribe, so I can be promoted more into the algorithm. I really appreciate it. So let's get started, guys. So as you guys may know, the red heifer was recently sacrificed in Israel in hopes of building the third temple.
A practice run of the red heifer. And prior to this, the media outrage that the Jews were going to go do this red heifer, you had like these lunatics like Stu Peters and others who were saying this is going to usher in the Antichrist, blah blah blah, and it was like a real big media balagan. It was really a bad twist. So they said that and also the government wasn't going to let them. So what they did was they said, we're just going to do a practice one with one of the 5 disqualified cows. The government said, okay, whatever. They ended up going out, doing a real cow. One of the cow's name was Tikva. They made the offering, and it was a real offering. They did it all by the laws, and I have with me some of the ashes right here, red heifer ashes. It's pretty incredible. The red heifer, the last time that the red heifer was done was over 2,000 years ago.
The question is this biblical prophecy? Is this divine intervention, or is this a hoax? Like, are they just following instructions from elites? Which one is it? Let's find out right now. So in the Jewish world, they don't believe that Jesus is the Messiah. So they're building the third temple in hopes for when the Messiah arrives. And there's even rumors that their Messiah has already arrived, which is why they're starting to begin to build the third temple. But on the other spectrum, on the Christian side, since we believe that Jesus has already arrived, that Jesus is the Messiah, we believe that the Jewish Messiah may be the Antichrist. Now, why do we think that? We don't think that Jesus can arrive on his own. We can't just call back Jesus to come back, right? Jesus chooses when he wants to come back, right? If not, Jesus would have came back a long time ago, because people call out to Jesus all the time, right? So this is how it works. In the book of Matthew, or even the book of Mark, there are stories about a demon named Legion, right? Who was in a man. When Jesus was alive, Jesus technically still alive. When Jesus was on earth, there was a man with a demon by the name of Legion. And Jesus cast out this demon by the name of Legion. Now, Legion said, please don't send me back to the abyss, because it is not our appointed time. Listen to that key word, appointed time, right? But then Legion said, don't send us back. Instead, please send us to the pig, send us to the pork. See, which is why you shouldn't be eating pork. I'm not saying what to eat, but I'm just saying. Now back again. We'll talk about the keyword appointed time. So, if you guys know about the Book of Enoch, if you guys ever read it, I don't believe it's not in the canon Bible. No, it's not in the canon Bible. It says that during the fallen angels, when the fallen angels were here, they were here to teach humans, technological advancement. But the issue was these angels, these fallen angels, they started mating with the human women, which was blasphemy against God. God just wanted them to just follow the instructions, teach men how to advance technologically. Instead, they started mating with the women, and then in turn, they started to create Nephilims, right? So these Nephilims started to destroy people. They started to eat people. They were even enslaving people, which then God casted a flood on the earth to clear out the fallen angels and the Nephilim. So in turn, after that happened, the punishment is that these fallen angels and these Nephilims, the sons of these angels, that they stay on earth. So that's their punishment. They roam the earth, but spiritually, meaning they still have physical human senses. They still have human cravings, but they can't have a physical body. So they suffer. That's their punishment, right? So they're gonna be in hell, which is what they're on now, technically Earth. While they're currently there, they have an appointed time where God will punish them all That's when their judgment will come. God will punish them all, and they'll just go into eternal hell of fire. So because the time is getting closer, what's happening is that these demons are talking to men, humans, and teaching them technologically how to get us out. So there's actually a rumor about something called CERN, which is like a particle collider, and supposedly this particle collider opens up wormholes. It opens up black holes, and it even opens up other dimensions or even other portals. And people are saying that this CERN project is being used secretly to get some of these demons out, right? Out of the other dimensions to bring them back to Earth. Now, the other thing is like people are saying like, okay, so if they go back to Earth, how do they come back? Do they come as you see them on TV, like big horns, big goblins coming in? No, that's actually not how it works. So the way it works is they need your physical body, right? These demons need your physical body. And the way they get your physical body is you have to be spiritually weak, meaning you have to not be connected with God. So the way they do that is supposedly elites are putting programming for you to not to stray away from God. For example, they separate church and state, right? So when you're having an issue in your life, a dilemma, first thing you do is you seek science instead of seeking God, right? Or they're teaching children about swapping genders at a young age. They're trying to throw like demonic activity at us where we don't think about God. We don't think about God at all. Instead, we just think about science, our physical. We try to look at ourselves as God, or technology as God, medicine as God, but we don't. We avoid God itself, Himself, or whatever God is. Which is why it's been intentionally done where we see people getting married less, people having sex with random people being half naked, and etc. So what that does again, it creates a weak spiritual armor or a weak spiritual barrier. So causing the demon to be able to enter you. They're able to enter your physical body, and that's the goal of these demons. Because if they take place in your physical body, they won't go down. After the judgment, they can't go down. Everybody goes down but them because they have taken your physical body. So now comes in the prophecy, right? The demons they come over, and the number one demon, Satan, or whatever his name is, he takes control of a leader of a nation, right? Some already says, this already people are already talking about who that demon is at this moment. They said like Satan is already here, and he has already taken form in a certain leader's body. Who is it? I don't know. I won't comment on that part. Which is why they're so urgent. Like they're rushing right now to build that third temple to fulfill all these prophecies because they know the appointed time is around the corner. So what happens once these demons do break free? That's when, as said in the book of Revelations, you will hear the trumpets. Jesus comes back. Jesus comes back to fight back the Antichrist, aka the Jewish Messiah. Now, some people have been arguing that biblical prophecy may just be a hoax. And the reason why people say that is because of the Albert Pike letter. If you haven't heard of it, Albert Pike letter was actually written by somebody in the Freemasons. And here's what the letter says. In the First World War, the Khazars, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, the Khazars of Russia will weaken and establish communism. In the Second World War, fascists will be pit against Zionists, leading to the creation of Israel. In the Third World War, the Muslim world and the Zionist world will fight against each other, killing each other, paving the way for the New World Order. I don't know how true that letter is. There are people saying that the letter is true, and there's people are saying that it's not. It's not a real letter. So whether it's real or not, I don't know. But you guys can make your own conclusion. So what do I personally think? Do I think the biblical prophecy, Book of Revelations, is false or a hoax? Me personally, I think it's real because everything that is happening in biblical prophecy is happening. So even things where they cannot control. So like for example, time is getting, time is moving faster, right? Humans, men cannot control that, but we all have been experiencing time going faster. And there's many other things that's happening in the prophecy that men cannot control. So in my honest opinion, I do think that the book of Revelation, that biblical prophecy, is real. And I do personally think that there are fallen angels who are using people in power to create CERN, or just for them to find a way to get back. But because their time is closer, the appointed time is getting closer, which is why there is so much hecticness going around the world. They know their time is close and they need to get out. So you're going to start seeing chaos, especially as we get closer to 2030. You're going to start seeing chaos. They want to get out. They want to get out, and they're going to find their way out. And then Jesus will revive again to stop the demons who come back. So, guys, I want to hear your opinions in the comments. What do you think? Do you think biblical prophecy is real, or do you think it's a hoax? And if you watched this far, guys, thank you so much. Please leave me a like so I can be promoted in the algorithm. And, guys, please subscribe. I really appreciate it, guys. Have a wonderful day.